Got some smoke for you.
Woo!
Rest in peace to the Godfather,
Big facts.
Kevin Samuels.
Rest in peace.
I don't like what you did after he died.
What?
It's disgusting.
What, re-uploading the parts of
Disgusting.
the interview?
Disgusting.
What'd he do?
The nastiest performance I've ever seen.
What?
Why do y'all do that?
It's an insane position for somebody in media to hold.
Please.
What is your job as a content creator? Your job is to make content and get that content out to the people who want to see it.
False.
Somebody dies, there is a huge demand for that content. You re-upload it. People see it on their subscription feed. They click on it because this is a very talked about thing. People are
Nasty.
literally mourning
I can't
him.
even listen to this.
What is the part?
That is disgusting.
Give me a coherent argument against re-uploading content when that person is extremely newsworthy.
Take it away,
I
please.
gotta ask him.
Yeah.
Was the content in a negative
No.
connotation or no?
No.
What was your take on it?
No, I won't say.
That does sound
I
nasty.
won't
I
say.
can
it.
see that.
Nah, but that's what I was asking. I wanted to clarify because I didn't.
Nah,
see
he
it.
didn't. He didn't slander his name.
of course
He just re-uploaded everything in the world that he had on Kevin Samuels in the moment that he died.
We had never even done clips from that interview. So
Now, there's a bit of hypocrisy, and not so much at Joe Budden himself, because I see his point. The timing just seemed a bit off, especially as it relates to a death. Now, when Michael Jackson died, when Prince died, when the various drill rappers, King Von or the youngins getting shot up left and right, O Block, Chicago, Chirac, these DJ Academics started a whole channel on basically in a satirical manner addressing a lot of the beefs and the murders going back and forth in Chicago. So there's one thing, and of course DJ Academics has since stopped making that content. Unfortunately, the channel's still up, and I'm pretty sure it's still monetized. It's still making money. It's still getting ads put on it. So that's one thing. But excuse me. As far as, is it wrong to post content and directly benefit from posting content, even though your intent can't be known? And I think that's what Joe Budden's really kind of pressing him on, is trying to get at what was his intent. Because you can't know someone's intent, you just see their actions, and his actions can be interpreted, and therefore you have all these different sides and opinions based on what he did. And should you have done that? Like, why would you wait? I mean, you waited maybe an hour before you start putting content up. I didn't even put content up the first day. I could have easily, I had stuff already edited, just needed a thumbnail about Kevin Samuels. I could have easily posted content same day. And you saw that there was several people in his kind of same ecosystem, speaking of Kevin Samuels, who directly benefited from his death. They kind of took the mantle from him because they had content or they had information about his death early. And so it could have been speculation. Everybody was just kind of going to his immediate circle and seeing if anybody had information. Anyone who posted information that came out to be true, they directly benefited from that. I think if it's a rapper that dies, they're going to play his music on loop. If an actor dies, they're going to play the movies. If Will Smith, God forbid, Will Smith ever passed or something, they're going to play his movies on repeat. Every channel is going to have, we're kind of a tribute. It's what happens. When Kobe died, his highlights were everywhere. He was the topic of discussion on every news network, on every sports pundit channel. They talked about Kobe. Did they make money from that? Yes. Multiple times over, the ratings probably skyrocketed because everyone was glued in trying to figure out what happened. They wanted details. They wanted all the opinions from everyone from Skip to Shannon to Nick Wright to Stephen A. They wanted the content. That seems normal. Now, I think a lot of the issues that Joe Budden is referring to is the black versus white issue. And again, I feel like that's a dead horse that is beat so much. It's beat so much because Kobe was black and yet there was white pundits talking about it. Rich Eilson, First Things First, Nick Wright podcast, Stephen, everyone has a podcast and a TV show, and they talk about things that take place. So he's not wrong for doing what everyone does normally. Now, there can be an argument, is everyone wrong for doing what everyone does? That's a different discussion, but Joe Budden, he's not just ignoring the topics either. He's capitalizing off people's misfortune. He's capitalizing off when something bad happens to someone, if there's a beef taking place, opposition going back and forth, he's right there. So I can't say that. It's hard to make a judgment on that.